Hi, Martine, Daphne here. How are you? Thank you for writing your next essay. Well done, doing really well. I want to just check with you on corrections. If you are building up a list of your own corrections, because that's quite a good way to improve. It's something that we suggest students do. Just write a list. If there's something that I'm always correcting, just write a list and you go, okay, I won't make that mistake again. Just write a list of your own corrections and maybe add to it each time. So here we go. This is interesting. Online translation apps. Do the benefits outweigh the disadvantages? And you're working with a template. That's going really well. Experts throughout the developing and developed countries. So now you can have the developing world or developing countries. If you're using it as a plural, you don't need the article. Okay, so just write that down. Make sure you're happy with that. Have debated over. Now you can't debate over. You can debate direct object the issue of whether good the advent usage. Advent usage? I don't know what you mean by advent usage. The prevalent you could have. Sorry. Prevalent means all the time. Use of, I wouldn't use usage. So prevalent use of online translation apps such as Google, excellent, well done giving an example, or Microsoft, have benefits or drawbacks. Personally, I strongly advocate for the advantages associated with usage. Okay. This essay will analyse both sides using examples from, yeah, that's really, really nice. Good intro. I like how you've used a lot of good vocabulary there and you're indicating clearly where you're going. On the one hand, there's ample, powerful, daily evidence. Yes, 3 things. Excellent. That usage, and we're repeating that quite a lot. Don't just cut it. Yeah? That such technology has immeasurable positives, especially to the middle-aged group, who make up about 80% of the total workforce in various countries and routinely engage in numerous transactions requiring the use of multiple. Now, you'd have to have a multiple language skill set because it's a skill set, or multiple languages and then no article. Okay, so just check you're happy on the use of articles. What a good sentence though. I really, really like that. Great vocab, very measurable. Middle-aged group, really nice. Workforce, so there's lots of good collocations in here. Collocations, the words which sit naturally together. This is sounding really good. So like natural and sophisticated, which is what the balance we're trying to get. Not easy. So that's really reason behind this twofold, and no S on there, twofold. Firstly, the increased use, the increased dependence on, maybe you could say, online translating apps. Now, if you have dependence or even usage, you need to have a singular verb, is due to easy accessibility and flexibility. Rather than easy, I think you should say ease of. Do it like that, or ease of accessibility and flexibility as a result of increased advertisement by multiple Google add-on online. Okay, does that mean it's easy to access, to get into it? So should you say increased software? Not quite sure I understand that bit, but maybe that's technically I don't understand it. So I get the fact that it's easy and flexible, but I'm not sure, is that due to the advertising? I'm not quite sure that sentence works. It doesn't matter, don't worry, I'm sure you know. Furthermore, the usage of too much of this, yeah? You've got to find another way around this. Just literally, furthermore, these sophisticated apps. So let's put this as the subject. Workers using these sophisticated apps, in commas, are able to improve their communication skills and productivity in their respective fields of study. Okay? Because, so you could cut this, just go simply because, yeah, knowledge of various languages is improved, and this could help bridge the gap in communication of information, which is vital. So rather than and this is, put a relative pronoun in here, which is vital in organisations with huge workforces. Excellent. So it's a really, really good sentence. It's a very long sentence. Listen carefully to the correction, which will guide you on getting a relative clause in here and linking it together. It does need linking. I know it's long, but it does need linking together for the cohesion and the meaning of it. Watch out on repetition of some of these words, okay? Edit your, write your essay and then go back and edit it, because this is also very long, okay? You're on 430 words, which is quite long. Again, cut this. We'll find a way around it. Secondly, such software is cheap and normally affordable, thus encouraging an increase in its usage. It should be taken into account that recent empirical studies show, so recent studies, plural, show, no S, that yearly subscriptions by Americans who subscribe to something, online translating apps, are cheaper than, you don't need that of, cheaper than cable subscriptions. Therefore, it's conclusively clear that you can edit this down a little bit. Conclusively clear that with an increase in translation software, there is an additional increase in the distribution of information. Yeah, or an increase in translation software is connected to an increase in distribution. Yeah, of information. Good, really nice paragraph. It's long. I'm a little bit worried that it's very long. I sort of I'm not convinced that your example is cable subscription connected to this. I think your example might be better saying that the business deals increased because they were working internationally. That's really the point you're making here. And this slightly goes off on a different example. Do you see what I mean there? Make sure your example connects to this, the transactions. Yeah. On the other hand, despite the numerous benefits associated with the usage of these apps, keep going, there are certain drawbacks involving its daily usage. This is largely because of the unpredictability and increased demand of unlimited demand for unlimited internet access during the usage of internet apps. Absolutely. Most online apps tend, plural, to malfunction as a result of increased usage. Okay, can we to malfunction if there is over demand or something? For example, recent research by Cambridge shows that only 5% of people in developing countries like Kenya use online translating apps, as compared to 90% in developed nations due to limited internet access. Absolutely. Thus the usage of yes, I think you could also build, this is paragraph's a little bit short, you could build on the unpredictability that you don't quite know if it's translating correctly or not. I think that's a quite important point to make there. So from the examples and arguments given, I firmly believe that the advantages associated with the usage of, online translating apps are numerous as compared to its drawbacks. In the future, capital I, technological advances, I think you could say in the future, additional advances or additional sophisticated technological advances may ensure consistency in usage. Here you can have usage or coverage. Yeah? You use coverage for internet. You have coverage and perhaps ensure a longer lasting impact on communication. Okay, really nice essay. There's lots of good stuff in here. So I'll just quick sum up the comment. Yes, you've answered the question nicely. This paragraph, I'm not convinced that your example connects back to the main body topic sentence, which it should. I'd almost be cutting down that paragraph a little bit, boosting this paragraph, because this is a very valid point, especially the unpredictability. Okay, so you're talking about unpredictability of internet access. Yes, fine. You could also talk about the translation not always being accurate, because they aren't, are they? But otherwise, nice essay, very good, really nice stuff, great work there. Now this is a bit short, okay? You need to, you must, there's at least 150 words. You'll lose marks if you write less, so you've got to find something else to say here. The given chart, what kind of chart is it? Like pie chart. Tell me what it is. Provides information on the popularity of 7 various courses across German learning centres in 2017. Okay, great. Overall, good. A large number of people favoured. Now, it's just giving you the line because you're using American spelling and my computer is English spelling. Physical education and history, while a small minority enrolled in IT. Now, it's not that they enrolled on it, they enjoyed it. Yeah, they might have had to do it compulsory. This is that they enjoyed it. Enjoyed IT and geography. Now you have to say a similar number. Similar number of people. Now it's not people. Who is it at school? It's students. I use the word students. Sorry, I've just used enjoyed. Indicated their no, we're going to have to not use this too much for taking both physics and maths. Okay, so that's a nice overall sentence. Great. Here we need some more detail, yeah? Now, it's not the highest attendance. So PE and history, this is all fine. Start with this. Were indicated. So get into nice passive verb here. Were indicated. Were chosen by students as their most popular. So we're going to have a superlative here. Most popular subject. Whereas, one most popular subject totaling almost 50% of the total, or the total, yeah. Whereas a very small minority, you can't use attended. Whereas a minority reported or voted for, maybe. Voted for IT classes at 3.7. Okay, so I'm trying to add in words here as well. The number of children good taking both maths and physics were broadly similar, just under a fifth. Okay, so connect this to something else, and just under 1/5 each. So the proportion and the proportion of that those subjects combined equaled or was slightly smaller than. So I'm comparing here the total for history and what's the other one, PE. So I'm trying to say that yes, that's quite popular, but it still wasn't as big as this. So if you look at so what we really like this. Okay, super. I've tried to put in a comparative structure here, slightly smaller than. So we're looking at the comparative structures. Were chosen by. So we're looking at a passive verb here. These are all the kind of things that's going to get you points. Okay. Whereas, nice contrasting word there. While again. So you've got some really good stuff in here. You just need to make it longer. Okay. Final bit. The number of students attending. So again, change attending. Biology. Double that. Was double that. It's not. You can't make that into a verb here. Was. Sorry, you can't. Yeah, this could be it. Was double that of IT at 7.1. And connected sort of or however. So connected together a small number of individuals to geography at less than 1/10. Yeah. Ranked geography, preferred geography. Like geography at less than 1/10. Okay, I'm going to put in a link here for you for pie charts. But well done. There's lots of good stuff there. You can do it. And what I really like here is that you are using some great structure, and also you've picked out some quite interesting information. Don't just tell me. You need to compare the information to each other. Don't just give it to me one by one. Compare it and contrast it. That's what you get the points for. Okay, well done, Martine. Good work. Make a note of some corrections and look forward to your next essay.